Good morning. Hello, friends. How is everyone? Thank you so much for coming to um, Tuesday morning craft and chat with Susie. It's just a laid back where I'm getting some things done and chatting with you guys. And I missed it last week. So I'm happy to be back today. And we have, 2 more days until Christmas. We had a Christmas yesterday at my house, so I am all ready for the rest of this season. Y'all say hey as you're coming in. I'll wait till a few people get in here to start working. Good morning, Vicki. How are you? How was your weekend? Hello, everyone. Like I said, we had a busy weekend. We had one family yesterday at my house, or not yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, Sunday. And I'm going somewhere tomorrow and Christmas Day. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Tina. Thank y'all for coming. Yeah, so last week was a rough week. I'm sure you all saw about Nacho. So that was pretty terrible. And it was pretty terrible for about a week before that, before we actually had to put him down, too, just trying to nurse him back to health. So last week was a tough week, but we made it through it. We're missing him a whole lot, but hello, Rose. Yes, I'm taking I took yesterday off completely because one of my grandsons spent the night with me Sunday night, and I took yesterday off with him completely, and we had a wonderful day. And then I'm closing. Well, I'm not even technically open today, but when I finish up here, I'll open the doors till about noon for anybody that wants to stop in. Oh, hey, Angie. Oh, I am loving my craft room, y'all. I know where everything is. I know what I have. Now, it was a lot of work. Thankfully, I did that before Nacho got really sick. Um, so I had most of that done. Good morning, Jordan. Thank you for coming. Okay, so I guess I need to get started instead of just sitting here drinking coffee. But it is really good coffee. And look, I put an IOD transfer on this one too. I don't use this one as much because I usually use my big water one. But I did not have time. I slept a little late this morning. I didn't have time to have enough coffee at home. All right, so I've got two kind of mass makes that I'm doing today. I have started spring, and I'm a little stressed about getting all the Christmas stuff out of the store and having enough stuff to fill it up. So I have been working. I like to work when I don't want to think about things. So when we lost Nacho, I was like, I just poured myself into doing things, and I just pulled everything out and started working on it. All right, so I've got some clipboards here because I only have one clipboard in the whole store right now. And everybody likes to get their lives organized before or at the new year. So I thought that was good. I'm not doing a Christmas sale, just a regular, my prices are pretty good. And in the past, I've noticed if I advertise sales, it really doesn't change if people come in here or not. Okay, so I've got 4 clipboards, and I also, yes, it definitely is. I also had a little FOMO, fear of missing out, on several of the Roycycle papers that Sonnet had in her maker's box that I wasn't able to get. I did get her box for a little while because I was making some videos for her. However, it kind of got to be too much because I carry all the things, the Roy Cycle, the Connie lines, the Fusion, the DIY. I have milk paint, everything that she had, I could get or had, except for the exclusive papers. And I had fear of missing out on several of the Roy Cycle papers. And one of them, I've already put it apart, but one of them was this one. And I think it was the floral, no, La Fleur de Guide. Yeah. And it was in May's Maker's Box. Some of y'all that get it, let me know. But I definitely had to get this one. I also got several others. I got some of those Christmas plaids for next year. I also got, I had to have the high tea, the Victorian high tea from April. Just several different ones that I wanted. And so she had a sale on that a little while back, and I got them. So this one is the one that I want to do with these clipboards. And there's actually 4 of them. I'm going to lose a little bit of it, but that's okay. So I'm going to get started painting. I like to decoupage on the backs of them because, you know, imagine you're teaching a class or something, or and you got a clipboard. People are going to see this part. So I usually do that, and then I'll do some kind of stamping on the front. So to begin with, I'm going to paint all of these backs with white. And I have out Fusion Lamp White here because it's open and I have it out. Yes, you do. Well, I just started painting the front of this one, so I guess I will go ahead and do the front of this one white. Okay, let me put y'all down a little bit here so y'all can see. There you go. So yeah, I just need to get some stuff done. I may not get everything done during this live. So what are y'all working on? Or are you just trying to get through the holiday season? I imagine if it's not your job like it is mine, you're probably not doing a lot of crafting right now. These are probably going to have 2 coats on the front side. I haven't been up too long, so it may take me a few minutes to get in the groove. But I am a morning person. Oh, yes. I don't tend to do a lot of Valentine's, but last year I sold everything that I did. So I may do some more this year. I would imagine that spray painting would be the best option for a window screen. That's what I would do. Homemade hot chocolate. Okay. I didn't leave me anywhere to lay these. I have an entire table right here, but I filled it up already. But I have been putting things away every day before I go home because I have everything labeled and everything where it's supposed to go. So I've been really proud of myself cleaning my craft room every day when I finish. Because before, nothing was organized and it didn't matter where things were. They just got through wherever they got through. But now it's so much easier to clean it. So we had a Sunday with my family. That was the thrifted and handmade Christmas. So I gave my daughter that big case that I had made over in a video, if y'all saw that. And she made me a quilt, and I so meant to take a picture of it this morning and post it because I'm definitely going to do that. It is beautiful. She is very talented. So I filled up that box with a bunch of any fabrics that, thrifted fabrics. I cut them into pieces basically that she could use in her quilting. I also had thrifted a couple of the those old quilting books. They have beautiful patterns in them. I won't get done on the live today, but I'll probably make some little lace tassels to put with these. I just had that. I didn't know what I was doing in this live this morning until I got here. I had an idea. I had been looking, and I have about got my stash down to next to nothing, which is unreal. This week's video, I think I'm doing 12 or 13 items. Because when I cleaned, I also cleaned my stash and everything, and I found stuff I didn't even know that I had, and it just kind of inspired me to do something with them. I'm going to use the heat gun just a minute so we can go ahead and decoupage these. Hey, Monica. Okay. I'm only going to do one coat on the back. These are pretty light anyway, so I'm pretty sure that it'll be fine. And I'm just going to take these decoupage papers, get as much of it as I can on there. I hate that I will lose some of it, like some of the borders. But it is what it is, right? And I think I'm going to use, I got out the Fusion Transfer Gel. And I can't. Oh, where's my screwdriver? Apparently it wasn't clean when I put it up. And it sealed itself shut. There we go. got to get some new brushes, y'all. I mean, they're pitiful. I use them as long as I possibly can. Y'all have seen me decoupage a million times, so y'all know how I'm doing this. I had to get it lined up just right for these side borders. These clipboards are so easy to decoupage because they're just a flat surface. Hello, Shadow. All right. One down. Ooh, this one's my favorite. Look at that with the bird. The bird nest. Hey, Genevieve. Merry Christmas to you. Doing a little spring mask making here today. So beautiful. I had to get these. When I saw she had some leftovers and she was doing a sale on these exclusive papers, I went straight to the website. And they were on sale. I don't know if they still are. I mean, I have lots of beautiful recycled papers available on my website, but yes, it's easier to use with the napkins because it's so thin. I like to use the decoupage gel because it's thick with napkins and decoupage paper, and then liquid patina always with the rice paper. But I'll do either or. But to me, this gel is just easier to work with the really thin stuff like napkins. She's here. She's be up here in a minute, probably. I kind of have stuff spread all over the place. But you'll probably hear her bell. She's got a bell on her collar. Good morning, Jen. Merry Christmas. Beautiful. Huh. I guess to each their own. With me, the gel is easier to work with the thinner stuff. But like I said, I'll do either or. It's honestly whichever one I grab. Which now I know where both of them are at all times. Sometimes before I organized my craft room, I didn't know that. Okay. Oh yeah. I usually whatever I have open, honestly, is what I use, and it takes so long to go through a thing of Big Top. So I've been using Big Top a lot lately. For sealing. It about wore me out doing mine. I do love organizing though. It's just hard to find the time to really do it. So a couple of weeks ago, I just said, forget everything else. I had already got my video. Well, I did my videos on, you know, what I was working on for this room too. And when I started doing those videos, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get this done. I'm so excited. There's another one. All right, so this is the one that I painted the wrong side of. So I'm just going to try to decoupage it right on here and see how it works. I don't think it'll bleed through. It's so light. Now this one I'm going to lose some of the words on the top, but it'll be okay. It's kind of like a masterboard anyway, kind of. I thought about trying to cut it out and piece it, but it doesn't matter that much. Well, our Christmas Day is supposed to be 70-something degrees. That definitely is going to show through. but it doesn't look too bad. I just got to keep going with it. We will see. There's only one way to find out. It won't be as bad when it's dry. Thank you. It was a lot of work, but I am so glad to have it done. I just got it set in my mind that I did not want to start 2026 in that chaos. And it was absolute chaos. You know, I started another craft, the paper crafting, and I was in the collecting for it phase, and I collected a lot, as always. See how it bled through, but when it dries, it probably won't be that much. That's why I like to paint white underneath. It just pops more, but we'll see how it looks when it's dry. Okay, all of those are drying. So the other little mask make thing I have here is so simple. Uh-oh. I do also like for it to be cold for Christmas. It is going to get cold right after Christmas, like real cold. All right, so what am I using here? My friend Linda brought me 6 of these yogurt jars. Oh, nice. Those were so fun to make. I've sold several of those. And it's a great way to use up all those 12 by 12 papers, even the ones you don't like. That's what I liked about it. Okay, so she gave me 6 of these yogurt jars already clean and ready for upcycling. I already used so much clear storage in my craft room that I just don't need. I don't have anything else to put in these. Plus, I had all those little spice jars with lids. So I'm going to make these to sell. And all I'm going to do is put, let's see, some of these from Ephemeral Melange fit perfectly on there. Like, I've already even cut them out. And they're little like apothecary labels, which I think will be so cool on these jars. So I'm just going to slap these all on here. And then I think I might do something with the rim too. Whenever I'm doing a rounded surface, I don't even, like I just start on one side. Make sure, okay. And pull one way. These transfers where they're all like one piece like this, super easy. You basically just get them started. Same, Jen. I thrifted, when I first started collecting, I thrifted like 2 boxes of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. Some of it wasn't even in books. Most of it wasn't. And then Of course, I can't not get it if I find it in the thrift store. I bought 1 pack of new, and then Linda, the same lady that gave me these, she gave me a Tim Holtz one and another one. Actually, the one that I used, that I think it was a Graphics 45 or Kaiser Craft that I used in that video. She gave me that one too with the roosters. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Selling journals. I just have a little spot set up here in the store. A handmade paper spot. And I don't fill it full, of course. I don't have that much stuff yet, so it's not overwhelming. It's just a few things. And I have gifted a lot of these too. To me, it's just fun to make them. Another thing I have tons of is envelopes, because I thrift bags of cards and then I use the cards, and I've just got tons of envelopes. So I'm working on a video next week to use them up some. A little envelope pocketbook. Yes, I will probably do a store tour. I usually do it as a seasonal thing. So I actually didn't even do a Christmas one. Anyway, I was thinking I might could do that for tomorrow's video, but I really don't think so. I've got something already planned. Already filmed, actually. Not like I couldn't push that out a week. I have never decoupaged on a fabric chair. It can be done. I know that. I really feel like doing the paper crafting has elevated my home decor crafting, because I see things in a different way now, and I'm not just watching what everybody, I don't have time to watch what anybody else is doing actually anymore. I definitely try to watch Sonnet, but I don't have time. And also, if you watch a lot of other people, I feel like I get ideas from them. I'm not going to copy them, but I get my ideas from them. And then everybody ends up being kind of the same, which we all kind of, have the same taste too. So that just happens. But I do definitely feel like the paper crafting has elevated my home decor crafting as well. These are looking so good. And I thought with it being junk journaling, it would be, I wouldn't have to spend money to do it. Boy, was I wrong, because I can spend money on anything to craft, because everything has a use when it comes to junk journaling that I find. I have a bag in the car. I stopped at the thrift store yesterday, and I'm excited to go through them. There was some punches in them and looked like some rub-ons and just different things in a bag. But I haven't got to go through them yet. I guess it would depend on the fabric. Well, you still have an actual job, don't you? It's much easier when it is your job and you have to do it to get the to be consistent with posting. Although I told myself very early on, even when I was still working, that no matter what, in the beginning, it was most definitely quantity over quality. It's like you just get something out there. Um, you don't want it to be crap, of course, but you put something out there, no matter how little it is or how imperfect you think it is, consistently put something out. Pick your time, whether how fast you're trying to grow or whatever. Pick your day, pick your time, and post consistently every single week. Or I do every week. You might choose to do monthly or every 2 weeks. Whatever's doable for you. I rarely ever, if I ever get ahead on my videos, it's no more than 2 weeks ever. Yeah, see, that's a lot. So don't, I would suggest just trying to do something at least once a month. Facebook is something I definitely need to work on. So I started the second YouTube channel, which oddly enough, the paper crafting videos are way faster for me to do, and I don't have to do voiceovers, very little editing. Um, so that helps a whole lot. The other ones take a lot of video and a lot of editing and a lot of voiceover and take a lot of time. But anyway, my goal for 26 with Facebook is to post every single day, just at least a photo every single day. And I'm going to stick to it. I hope. Just got coffee all over me. Okay. These are all done. Look at that. That easy. I was very happy to find my antique gold rub and buff while I was cleaning my craft room. So I think I'm going to take it, and this has a really good lip around it. Probably just use my finger, to be honest. But I'm going to try to use this paintbrush and just go around the lip on all these. And I don't know how this is going to work on glass, but we're about to find out. Yeah. I will probably sell these in this set of 6. Yeah, finger is going to be easier. I thought about, because I mean, the store is not super lucrative. Actually, it finally paid its own bills last month for the first time. But it also gives me this room. It gives me a shipping space. It gives me a place to come to work every day. Um, and where if I had booths, I would have to be back in my basement again, which is just not possible with my amount of inventory and everything. So I will be staying here. Look at that. That worked out perfectly. once it's dried anyway. Can y'all see the gold rim on there? What'd you do to your hand? Did you have surgery or something? My husband had carpal tunnel surgery in August. It took him 2 months to have full use of his hand. Me too. Rub and buff is just the answer to so much. I was so glad I found my antique gold. I almost ordered some more, but I knew that I had some, and you know how long this stuff lasts. It lasts forever, so I really didn't want to. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. You wake up with a pain and you're like, what? How did that happen? And then it'll hurt for a few days and then you'll forget about it. And then you'll wake up a few more days later with a different pain. This aging thing. I still wouldn't go back to being young and dumb. Life is so much easier now. Yeah, you really need to avoid falling in any way, shape, or form after 50. I agree, Vicky. Oh no, Stephanie. Yeah, my aunt has that trigger finger thing. It's so weird. Hey, Janie. When I go to bed at night, it's pretty funny because I have a whole routine I do, but I have my retainers. I have my wrist brace. I wear wrist brace on both hands because of the carpal tunnel. Um, Retainers, and I have the medicine that I take, and I do the face washing, and now I have to use I've got bone loss in my teeth, so I have to use a water pick every day to make sure I get everything out and no more plaque, so I can keep my teeth until while I'm on this earth, hopefully. So it's like a whole routine, and it's pretty funny. And once I get in the bed, I'm not getting back out. Now, you're a teacher, right, Jen? I'm trying to remember. All right, these are done. How cute would these be, like on a bathroom shelf? Or like, I have a little apothecary cabinet right there. They would be perfect in there. Well, my husband also had a ganglion cyst pushing on his carpal tunnel, and it did a lot of damage on his nerves. So that's why it took so much longer for him to heal. Well, I have a trick to that, but some people wouldn't do it. I take a gummy every night. I know, these are so cute. I love them. I'm trying to decide how I would sell them. I think the whole set would be good. Oh, that's true. I get that. Well, I completed this one. These are going to take some time, but let me tell y'all, I'm going to let these dry completely, and then I'm going to sand off the edges, and then I'm going to paint the front different colors. I've got French eggshell. I've got, what is this? Prairie Sunset. They are the yogurt jars. I've got rose water for that one that's got some pink on it. So I'm going to paint the front. I'll probably do some kind of floral stamp on the front. And then I'm going to make a either a fabric tassel or a lace tassel. But I don't know that I'll get it done today or tomorrow because we've got a lot going on the next couple of days. But absolutely, when I do, I will post pictures. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today and being so chatty. Y'all made it so nice. Absolutely. Those pets will keep us going. Well, I hope that y'all have a very Merry Christmas. You haven't sold one clipboard? Oh, I sell them pretty good. Now, I still have the Nutcracker one that I made for Christmas that I didn't sell, but that's a Christmas one, so I kind of get that. But every one of the, florally ones that I do sell. All right, I'm going to say bye, y'all. I've got a lot to do, and I need to get out of here pretty early today to go to the grocery store. So I hope y'all have a great Christmas. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see y'all tomorrow night on YouTube. I have a fun video planned there. I've got to get that edited today too. So